Indigo is an all-natural vegan hair dye, and it will color your hair and last 4 to 6 weeks, and it will also cover grays. Today I'm going to be showing you how to mix indigo for hair. Indigo is typically used to create those brown to black tones naturally, and it is always used with henna. Do not ever use that indigo powder on its own, because if you do, you can possibly get that green hue in your hair that you sometimes hear horror stories about people getting green hair and thinking it's henna, when it's actually not the henna, because the henna only stains reddish tones. But if you put indigo alone in your hair, or that black henna product that you might see in the market in your hair, that's going to give you a green hue on the hair, so avoid that. So with this indigo powder, you can also add a little bit of salt. The salt will help it cling better to the hair strand. So today, because I have about 2 tablespoons of indigo powder, I'm going to add about a 1/4 teaspoon, not the whole 1/2 teaspoon. And blend this up really well. You could use your hair dye brush, or you could use a spoon. I definitely recommend either glass bowls or stainless steel bowls. Plastic's okay, but it's a bit porous, so it will stain, so it's completely up to you. And now let's check our liquid. For indigo powder, only use water to mix it with. Indigo does not like any other liquids, and it will not work correctly if you use other liquids with it. So definitely only water, and it should be warmed up. So right now we have this about 105, so that's pretty good temperature. Definitely use that. And you're going to add in the water slowly, a little bit at a time, because indigo is very runny. So I always recommend that you add your liquid a small amount at a time. And the powder kind of like floats a little bit, so you have to get it all moistened. It's still thick, so we're going to add a little bit more liquid. And just slowly keep adding enough liquid until you get a nice thick paste. I do like to keep the indigo like as a thick paste, because that way when you mix it with your henna, or even when you're using it by itself, you don't want it to be too runny. So this is a really good consistency. And the indigo now is going to have to sit and rest for at least 15 to 20 minutes. And maximum you can let it sit and rest for 30 minutes, but that should definitely be enough time to get it to have dye release, but do not let it sit out longer than 30 minutes. Now your indigo paste is ready to use. You can either add it directly to your henna paste that's already been sitting and ready and has achieved dye release to make those reddish brown tones, maybe a nice medium brown tone, or up to dark brown tones. And if you're not using it in that way, you're going to be using it alone as a second step after your henna treatment to make a true black coloring treatment on your hair. And sometimes, because indigo is kind of, fussy, and it doesn't always take to your hair the first time, it's normal that you might need a second or third application. So don't give up on the indigo and the henna process. Try again, or call us up, send us an email to get a consultation, so that we can go through your steps together and make sure that the henna and the indigo treatments for coloring your hair naturally are working for you.